So let me share with you a few things about the Samar people. A wonderful good morning, guys. It is day 3 of our journey and we are still here in Calbayog today until tomorrow. I finished my run in the morning and I kind of discovered for myself that running in the morning is a really good way to get to know the area.
I'm wasted on cross-country. We dwarves are natural sprinters. Very dangerous over short distances.
And as I said in another video before, it's always very stunning to me how early the Filipino people here rise in the mornings. I went out for my run at 4:30 and people were already on the streets and singing and stuff. I went to the harbor. Very crowded. All the fishermen are coming back now, sharing their fish in the community. And now that the sun rises, you hear roosters everywhere. It's really nice. I'm looking forward to the day. And don't underestimate how important it is how you start your day. You need a kind of a morning routine. Things you're doing every day can be exercise and meditation and just spend some time with God or whatever. But a certain type of morning routine to get the blood going, to get awake and to get a good head start of the day. There's something special about Samar. There's something special about this island. And I mean this in both ways. There's something very positive, something very beautiful about this island, but also something very almost devastating, something really disturbing. And actually we are here in Calbayog to do some surveys, to talk to people and to find out some more about the Samareño people. So let me share with you a few things about the Samar people. I'm not sure if you know yet, but the Samar people are called Waray people or Waray Waray. The language is called Waray Waray. And Waray in the Waray language literally means nothing, none. It's the same word as in Tagalog, wala. That means when you are talking about the Waray people, you're talking about the nothing people, the none people, the nobodies. And now imagine if somebody would call you, you are a nobody, like over years, and how this would probably change you a bit. And how you would internalize this message of being a nobody. Now you learned a lot about the self-esteem and the attitude of the Waray people. And there's an easy way how you could deal with that. Just stop calling them Waray. They are not nothing, they are not none people, they are not Waray, they are not Wala. They are a people, they are Samarenos, they are here from Samar. So let's call them Samarenos instead of Waray people. But also for you to apply, it's so important to know who you are.
The question is, who are you?
I thought I knew. Now I'm not so sure.
Well, I know who you are. Shh, come here. It's a secret.
Enough already. What is that supposed to mean anyway?
I'm not the one who's confused. You don't even know who you are.
And to have a clear sense of self. And if you're struggling with this is probably a good point you can work on. Who are you? Anyway, this would lead too far now. Another interesting fact is that Samar is the 3rd largest island in the whole country. Yet it is one of the least developed parts of the Philippines as well. In a book that I read, it's called The Poor House or the Poverty House of the Philippines. Just one guy I talked to today said, like, it's crazy how well developed and flourishing Leyte, the neighbor island, is. Just look at Tacloban. They have malls, they have good tourism in Leyte. He called Samar the Forgotten Island. Everybody who drives from Manila to Leyte has to cross Samar, and yet it seems that Samar is not really progressing very much. I have no idea what the reason behind of this is, but it's true. Another interesting thing is the reputation that Waray people have, or Samarenos have, in, for example, Manila. When we were talking to people about that we were living in Samar, for example, the taxi driver or people we met on the streets, we often got the same reaction, like, why Samar? What would you do in Samar? What would you do with the Samar people? Waray? Normally people start laughing when you mention the word Waray. So I was wondering, why do the Waray people, why do the Samarenos have such a bad reputation in Manila? Somebody today was sharing with me a probable reason for that. The Samarenos that are leaving here to, for example, find work in Manila, they have a way of self-defense, of self-protection, if you will. Probably because of some self-esteem issues, probably because they feel insecure. They are very matapang, they are very bold and courageous, but not always in a positive way. They can turn people off. They kind of come across very rude and hard. Some others may come across as lazy or as brutal, and this has led over the years to a very bad reputation the Samarenos have in Luzon or in Manila. But I know from personal experience that this is not true. I really love the people here. They are so open, they are happy, they are sharing, they are generous, even the very poor people. The friends that we had in Marabot here in Samar, it was just so beautiful to see how generous they were, even in their poverty. How much they were willing to share with us, to open their houses to us. It is just so interesting to think about all those different aspects of culture and how the culture developed over time. One example that I heard today from a pastor is the dance of the Kuracha. The Kuracha, a very famous dance here in the Samar, I think also in Leyte probably. So it's always a man and a woman dancing in front of the audience, and people throw in money. And the money goes normally to the barangay or to some place to support it. This pastor that I met today, he did some research on the Kuracha, and he said originally it was actually a symbol of dignity to help an engaged couple to marry soon. So when you are engaged, you dance in front of the whole village, people see that you are together, and they will contribute with money so that you are able, as a poor couple, to marry. Because marriage here in Samar, under the poorer people, is normally handled like this. You have a boyfriend, you get pregnant, end of the story. This aspect of culture actually provides such a dignity to a young couple. And I think that's what it's all about dignity. That's why I don't want to call the people here Waray people anymore. That's what I kind of learned today. We need to add value to people. We need to encourage people. We need to show people what they are worth and what they could achieve in life. And that's not just for the Samarenos, that's also in general when we are interacting with each other. I hope that I can add value and motivation to you guys. And also through just through the comments that you are leaving me, you are adding value to me. You are encouraging me as well. And this is important actually to me. I really love to read through your comments and to get feedback, critical but also very positive feedback, and this is very, very beautiful. So I'm proud to be part of this community, and I'm also proud that people are considering me a Samareno when I start to speak the language, even though it's really not that amazing anymore. So I hope I can raise a little bit awareness for the Samarenos, for the people here. And if you have the chance to visit Samar, totally do it. Go to Giwang, go to Barongan, go to those very beautiful areas with beautiful beaches where you can surf even, but also take some time to get to know people, because once you're a little bit more familiar with them, they are not that rough after all. Thank you anyway for watching this video. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked it, and if not, just leave me a thumbs up anyway, it makes a difference. Also consider subscribing to see more of those vlogs, more content about Filipino culture or culture in general, and I see you in the next video.